are welcoming the cast of Mean Girls this morning. They are awesome to be here. We're so glad to have them. We're going to be asking them some questions about their production, and maybe they can give us some insight onto how young producers are able to produce this kind of film. So let's start out with Lorelai. You actually wrote this film. Can you tell us a little bit about what your inspiration was?
So I wrote and directed the film. I think the inspiration for this one and the other short films that we will be producing are from early 2000s to 90s movies. So we're taking inspiration from the older movies and turning them into something meaningful for middle schoolers or high schoolers.
All right, let's talk to some of the other cast. So the other Mean Girls that would be here, that's Stella and Avery. Tell us about your characters. How did you generate the energy to play those girls?
So I was
Regina. Or no, you're not Regina. You were Gretchen.
I was Gretchen, and I was just supposed to be really hyper, and so I just had to talk like I knew everything and just being really loud.
And I was Avery.
No.
You were Karen. I was Karen, and so I had to talk really slowly, and also like act a little bit dumb for the whole scene.
Yeah, I think my favorite part of yours was I love pink.
Can I comment on that actually?
Sure.
So the way I did the characters, I changed the names of them to keep it my own original piece, but I did base them off the original characters from the movie. And I tried, so in the movie, Karen is like the dumbest girl ever, and she's like, I can tell the weather. And so for Avery's character, that's kind of what I went for that. For
Awesome.
Stella's character, it was Gretchen, so she was kind of the know-it-all. So I had her be kind of rude through the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they didn't actually use the names Gretchen and Karen in the film. We used, what was it? Eva, no. not
Eva and Emma
Emma and Emily.
and Emily. Yeah, that was great. So let me talk to Reese and Lucy. So Lucy, you were the girl who was on the receiving end of all the negative energy. How did you muster the strength to deal with that and stay in character?
Well, I mean, I know that Lorelai truly does love me, and she wouldn't mean any of that. I hope, at least.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And so I just kind of took it in a joking way. But, I mean, I know how to, like, pull through and act like it did with us being a drama.
It was very emotional. It was wonderful. Reese, so you were supportive. You were the person who ran behind her. What gave you that inspiration to show that you were the supportive character for Lucy?
I just, based off of what Lorelai was directing, I was just basically doing what Lorelai was saying. And because Lucy's my friend, I would always just be there for her.
So you already felt that feeling, and that kind of gave you that way to be able to respond to her. All right, let me come over here to Sam. I believe that's what Leo's character was Sam. Leo, so you had to just be the masculine, handsome dude in the show. Were you feeling any kind of nervousness for playing that character, or how did you feel?
Not really. I mean, I didn't really have any lines. I was pretty much just a background character in one scene.
Yeah, but it was important that we had somebody to focus on, because one whole part of the monologue was about how could Sam want to be involved with someone like you, right? Okay, now let's get to my graphic designer and filmer, Elizabeth. Tell me how you were able to, one, conduct the filming, and then second, how you put together the posters and all the graphic editing that you did.
Okay, so as for the filming, I was kind of led by Lorelai because she was telling me like what angles were better. And as for the posters and the credential things, I just like it's Mean Girls, so it's like pink, and I try to kind of base the posters off the actual thing, so I got them to do, the pose that was in one of the covers.
That was magic. I really love how the poster mirrored the poster that's online for the movie. Yeah. So great job. Let's give another hand to this cast, and we cannot wait to see the next production.
Just saying that the whole thing is like the counselor's care. I think how we thought of it influences is just to let people know that if they were ever in a bullying situation or if they felt like unsafe at school, that the counselors would always be there to help them.
Perfect.